How's it going, guys and gals of the DC Squad, and welcome to today's video. It's going to be a quick one-take review of the Batman Missions Batgirl action figure. Oh, and yes, before I go any further, I am filming this in a fancy orange box. Okay, so you've been looking at the front of the package, so you clearly know what it looks like. And if you've seen any Batman Missions figures, then you don't really need to see this. Turning it around, on the back here, we have the Batman and the Harley Quinn. Have her, don't have him, this exact one. And then there's Batgirl over there off in the corner, swinging into action, looking like she's in her 30s. Meanwhile, Burnside Batgirl's definitely a teenager. Okay, so let's open her up. Oh, I forgot, I'm not making cuts. This is the one take. Gotta pull the back off, flip it over the shoulder, pull the bubble out. Okay, and here's what we get. I would usually put a cut right here. All right, pulling this out and those. And Batgirl comes with, as you can see, this fancy bat-shaped backpack that these suction cuppy things attach to. Okay, let's unwind these babies. Whoa. Okay, only the one had them on there. So this backpack here, these suction cuppy things attach on like that by the looks of it. Get on there. Okay, so here's her fancy suction cuppy backpack, if it would focus on it, and here's the figure. Okay, so let's look at the figure before we actually take a much closer look at this here. I guess we already did look at it, didn't we? Okay, so here's the figure. Plop her down here. Oh, she takes up very little space, doesn't she, in the video? Okay, I'm gonna have to go like this. Do like this, and then zoom in like that. Oh, okay. I've never done a one-take review before, for those of you watching. I usually do much different videos, but this is like, I wanted to try something kind of fun and new. So, yeah, there we are, one take. So, here's the figure right here, and here's the accessories that you get with her. And she looks, you know, all right. Nothing super special. She looks like Batgirl. I'll give this figure that. She does look like Batgirl. But she is not super comparable to the adult collectibles multiverse Batgirl. And you'll see why when I compare the two. So let's look at her close up now. Starting with that head. And this is one of the things that I was going to... It doesn't want to focus. Hold on, let me just change how it focuses. You're going to zoom in. There you go. Okay, so here we go. That's Batgirl's face close up. And if you weren't really looking for it, you wouldn't actually notice that... Can I get even close? Shut up, phone! I'm recording a video. Don't you know that? Okay, I'm going to have to maybe pop some pictures in there too, but the paint right here on her face is so sketchy. It's just... I don't know. It's not cool. Yeah, I'll probably pop like one or two pictures in here just for the close-up. Her bat horns, her bat ears, they're not, you know, they're not pointy. They're flattened out. You got the symbol on the chest. You got her armor, which is not very Batgirl of Burnside style, to tell you the truth. This is definitely a different kind of pattern compared to the Burnside. And then you got her boots. They look like Harley Quinn boots. I wonder if it's reused. We'll see when I do a comparison. Reused boots from Harley Quinn. And then we got her back. There's the back of her boots there if it ever would decide to focus. There we go. And there's her legs. More of that. Oh, there's her tushy. And then there she is right there with her holes in her back right there for her backpack. Got her belt there, which is a hard, you know, it's a hard plastic. Doesn't move, doesn't come off, nothing like that. And got the hair, which is... hard as well. That's a hard hair. She's hard-haired helmet head Batgirl. Okay, so we can take the idea of this thing being a one take and put it right in the toilet, pee on it, and flush it. Because the video footage got all pixelated, so here we are, re-recording stuff, trying to pick up where we left off. And I believe I had given you all kind of like a look at the figure, so now it's time to have a look at the accessories, being that backpack, which we've seen, and the sticky suction cups of fun. So how it works, basically, is you have this backpack, and it goes on her back, in those little holes and just sits in there like that. And then you've got this here zipliney thing, and what you do, or what your kid will do, is you just pop it in the hook. You just pop it. There we go, in the hook, and you put Batgirl in your action pose of choice. In my case, she'll have like the quintessential superhero-y pose. And then what you're going to do I have the camera zoomed out? Let's zoom it all the way out so we can see it. Then you can have her ziplining around like, na 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 na, I'm Batgirl. She's zipping around, you know, doing zipliney things. If you're a kid, you'd stick one of these to the fridge, and maybe one of these, I don't know, somewhere. You'd stick it maybe to the, maybe you're in the tub, and you want to play with these in the tub. It's perfect. You just stick them to the tiles or whatever. But that's pretty much how that works. If you're an adult collector and you're buying these, you're not going to be concerned with using the suction cuppy things. You just want the figure. Now, let's talk about the size comparison. First, we need to zoom in just a little bit and bring in Harley Quinn. Stand there. There you go. And then we're going to bring in Robin. And then we're going to bring in the Batman. Here we have the existing mission line figures that I currently still have. Oh, wait a minute. We have Bane. Stay there. Don't move. Okay, so Bane, Harley Quinn, Batman, and Robin from the missions line. Batman and Robin have had little bits of custom work done, but here's what you get so far. I don't have the Joker. I would like to get the Two-Face and the Riddler and the Mr. Freeze as well when they come out, and I think there's supposed to be a Nightwing, but so far this is pretty much what I've got. I love the fact that that lights up. It's so weird, but I like it so much. So yeah, Batgirl is definitely much smaller than Bane because they're all smaller than Bane. Bane's just giant compared to all of these figures here. And I wondered if Batgirl had been possibly sharing some of the same pieces with Harley Quinn here, and no, she doesn't. She doesn't share the same boots or anything, but what a great lineup this is. I am so tickled. I really like the Batman Missions line. I think it is, in my opinion, the very best and most dynamic, comic-accurate, most play-worthy version of a Batman Evergreen line that we've seen in a long, long, long time. Okay, we'll get into that in just 1 second. Let's do one more comparison, and then I will explain my point of view and why I think that. So now we have Burnside and Burnside. Zoom in just a bit more. Okay, kid-friendly, multiverse. Budget, expensive. Now, I know that some of you who were going to buy this Batgirl wanted to do, much like myself at first, a head swap, because this, I mean, it's a great figure, very cartoony. However, her head really is quite large, like gigantism, like fat head Batgirl, definitely, for sure. It's because it's so big and round and fat compared to this one, which is actually more in scale with the body. However, you're probably not going to want to switch them, as I'm not, on account of this paint job is just atrocious. No way, I am not switching it with this one. But you do get that size comparison, you know, for how big. This one just doesn't want to stand, and neither does this one. They both like to fall over. Stand, don't fall over, stand. Gotta stand up, Batgirl. Stand up. What are you, drunk? Stand up. Stand. There you go. Okay. So that's them side by side. There's their backs. Plastic cape, cloth cape. I'm going to tell you, I do like the multiverse one better. I think she's head and shoulders above, but that's because she's not a budget figure. She's an adult collectible figure, and this is for kids. And this is what I was getting to. For a kid line of action figures, I absolutely think that this Batman Missions line is so fantastic. It is so wonderful for what it is, because the cast of characters is actually proving to be something very, very cool. And the articulation, in my opinion, is just perfect for young kids, because you got the shoulders, the elbows, which, you know, go up and down and rotate, and then the wrists have plenty of articulation, so they can grab steering wheels and all kinds of fun stuff. However, I think that with kids, it's so much better when they have simpler articulation from the groin down. I really do. As a kid, I remember being really frustrated with figures that had too much articulation from there down. So I think that these are fantastic. They look great. They're excellent designs. And come on, us adult collectors are absolutely jealous that there are two different versions of Robin that we haven't gotten anything even remotely like in 6-inch scale for the multiverse. We just haven't yet. So yeah, that's my quick review. Probably actually wasn't that quick, was it? Of the budget line 6-inch scale Batgirl action figure from the Batman Missions line. If you like this video, please take the time to leave a like on it. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you with the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Green. I like green. I have green flashy stuff. It's supposed to be Venom. What are you looking at? What? Don't laugh at me! I'm Bane.